but what is this place?
This building? This is the Butte County Juvenile Hall.
Oh, so it's like a prison for kids?
No, it's not a prison for kids, but probably some kids think it is, because those are the kids that don't want to make any changes in their life. What we do here in the Butte County Juvenile Hall is try to get kids who are here to make changes so they don't come back and then can have a better life when they're not here.
Oh, well, who are you?
I'm Roger Gilbert, and I'm the Butte County Superior Court Juvenile Judge.
Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you.
There are 25,000 teenagers in Butte County. When you see them in the schools and the parks and downtown, you generally see well-behaved young adults who are a joy to their parents and a generation to be proud of. Being a teenager is full of ups and downs, a roller coaster, a wild ride that can range from the miserable to the magical. A teenager's body matures while the brain is still under construction, and that often results in irrational decisions. At times, for some teenagers, their conduct violates the law. Each year, about 1,500 teenagers in Butte County are arrested for felonies or misdemeanors. A handful are prosecuted in the adult court, and many receive long prison sentences, including some life terms. The rest are evaluated by the probation department and placed in various programs, or sometimes referred to the juvenile court. Each year, approximately 500 teenagers are placed in the Butte County Juvenile Hall for various periods of time.
My name is Wayne Barley. I'm the Chief Deputy Probation Officer in charge here at Juvenile Hall. The purpose of Butte County Probation and Juvenile Hall in particular is to enhance public safety through rehabilitation and accountability. And we really take that mission seriously here at Juvenile Hall. In fact, out in the Koi Pond area, maybe you've seen it so far in this video, but if not, you'll see it later. There's a saying there, written in Latin, that really goes to the heart of what we try to do here at Juvenile Hall, and that is that you will leave here better than when you came in.
Usually when we get a minor in here or a distraught kid, the officers brings them in here and we sit them down on the cement slab there, and we try to get a feel of what's going on and see how upset they are and what's been going on. And we have a battery of questions we ask them, and we try to pretty much gauge them to see if they're going to be all right in here. And most of the time they are. When they do come in upon intake, they come in, we search them, we take their regular street clothes away. We give them a standard issue juvenile hall clothing, which the girls have a green standard t-shirt with blue pants, and the boys have a yellow t-shirt with blue pants.
My name is Carrie Carpenter, and I'm one of the nurses at Butte County Juvenile Hall. They've called me Nurse Carrie for almost 20 years. Some of you can call me Grandma because I've bossed them around for so many years. When a minor comes in here, we do their intake, we do their health inventory. On this, we find out if they have any physical needs or mental health needs. We have doctors, we have registered nurses, we have therapists, we have anybody that can take care of their needs.
When a kid comes in the first time, they're pretty scared, they're wide-eyed, they don't know what to expect, and then you see me walk in and ask all these questions, and it's kind of unsettling, but we give them a phone call, they're able to contact their parents. We tell them when to eat, what to do. We tell them the number one rule is cooperation. That's one of the first things we tell them. We also evaluate them, their attitude, if they want to be here or not, if they want to talk to the parents. But it's in our time. It's basically when we allow them to do that.
We find out what meds there are. We check into the pharmacy. We make sure they get their meds. When a minor comes in here, a lot of times they're volatile. A lot of times they're scared. A lot of times they're young. They can start off 11 years old, very emotionally immature, and we see them several times a year, sometimes once a year. And we hope that when they leave here, that they have learned. They've learned that the responsibility of getting up at a certain time, of going to school. We also, on their birthdays, give them ice cream. This is a place where we want to teach them their self-worth also, because sometimes the world doesn't do that. Oh, absolutely love my job. I'm almost 73 and I'm not even considering quitting. So you know I love my job. Yes, I love my job.
And that is our focus, whether you're here for 24 hours or you're here for several months, to try to put programs in place that will help you both educationally, socially, vocationally to leave here a better individual, better able to adapt to the world outside of juvenile hall and become a productive citizen as you grow into adulthood.
When I first came in, it sucked because I just feel depressed every time. Like, I get that feeling, damn, I shouldn't have done the things I did. I just get hecka depressed.
I've been coming here for 4 years. Since I was 11 years old, I've been here 14 times. I miss my mom and freedom.
In my cell, I just sit there and just think about everything that I'm gonna do, the past, and then sometimes I'll think about like fun times in the past and I'll just get like excited and stuff, and it just sucks. You just sit in there and just look at the walls, just sit there and look, just stare, think about what I'm gonna do in the future, what I have done. Just think.
Every day, I come into the pod like after having to go to pee or something, and I walk down the short, 20 steps, and I get to my door, and then I hear that pop, and then I open it, and I see bare walls and ugly concrete drained floor and steel toilets, and like I see my bed that's made out of concrete. I see my mattress that isn't thicker than my finger. I see blankets that are rough and scratchy. But it's familiar, it's my cell. And I step in, and then it's shut, it's closed, a loud bang, and it disgusts me, it hurts me, because this is the billionth time I've walked into this room, and sadly it's familiar, and it hurts. It's like a closed wound being reopened. Every time I go in and out of that door, it's just a wound being reopened. It's just telling me that you're in juvenile hall, you are a prisoner. This is what your life is to come to. This is it.
Walking in the pod and looking in my door and stuff, that's not what hurts me the most. It's when I sit in my room and it doesn't bother me to sit in my room anymore. I'm so used to sitting in there that I could not come out at recreation time. I could care less. I don't know, just when you're used to being in a place like this, I'm sad when you should be used to being at home, when you should be able to hang posters on your wall. That should be familiar, not the blank white walls,
When I walk up my steps, I really don't think anything. I'm just going to my room. It's the same thing as I do every day. But once I step in my room, I start thinking about what can I do to become a better person? What should have I done to not come here, But sometimes too, staff members here give us advice that can really help us build our self-esteem to become better people. You can be you can be that person that leaves and actually does something with himself, or you can be that person that just keeps coming back and starts going down the wrong trail. And basically, I think a lot of people need motivation or a goal that can really help them.
One of the primary focuses we have here at Juvenile Hall is our education system. Table Mountain School, ran through the Butte County Office of Education, runs a full high school here at Juvenile Hall. They do assessments when juveniles first come in to find out what their educational needs are, and then we really try to build on that while they're here.
Hi, my name's Joe Crispin. I'm a teacher here at Table Mountain School in Orville, Juvenile Hall. I've been working at this facility for a little over a year. I've been teaching going on 17 years. The majority of which has been with at-risk youth here in Orville and Chico.
My name's Scott, and I've worked at Juvenile Hall summers for about 10 years, and then the last 2 years it's been my full-time gig. And then prior to that, I worked in the court and community schools, and several of the teachers and the principal, we all worked together in the court schools, North and South County Community School, and then have kind of transplanted here. So it's a really solid staff.
Dave Anselmo. I've been here for over 32 years, and started out as a teacher, and I was doing administration for a number of years, lost count, but resigned a couple years ago, and my one request was to stay here. People have often asked me, why do you stay here for 32 years? And it's a different kind of I don't know, reward that you get from working with these students, because there are things that will disappoint you, break your heart. You hear about kids that go out and don't follow through with some things you saw make real gains in here, but there's also some great stories.
I really enjoy working in Juvenile Hall. It's a challenging yet rewarding place to work. The students that we get in here, we get a variety of students and ability levels. Some have not been in school for a long time. Some have been going to school and are, really high achieving students. We do a variety of instruction. We do some stand-up, direct instruction in front of the class with the kids. Sometimes they're working independently. We have computer programs that they can work on and get credits that way. So we try and hit on as many modalities as we can for students to be successful.
And you become kind of like a family in here, so it's very odd kind of dynamic, but nevertheless it's true. And sometimes they're hard on new people, or sometimes they're hard. We've had aides come in and substitute teachers, and they're like regular kids. They're going to push the boundaries. But when they know you in here, then you just can kind of get to it, create that structure, and roll.
All right, so the honor roll is for students that are coming to class every day, staying in class, and getting their work done. So that's the basic expectation. When students go above and beyond that, then they could earn honor roll. And after you get honor roll when you get honor roll one time, you get a special snack, maybe a Gatorade, in addition to the regular food that you have here. And once you get more and more, we had a student just leave, and he was on it for 26 weeks.
And the one thing that pleases me the most is I did a pilot this summer. I did summer school for the first time since it's my second year teaching since I resigned, and had an opportunity to do it. And I was piloting the Common Core. It's called Integrated Math, and it has a lot of algebra and geometry, and it requires a lot of prior knowledge. And I said, I'm not going to baby the students. Let's see how they can do it.
So it's just another way we try and pump these students up and get them motivated to learn, and hopefully take control of their own learning. So when they do leave, they're able to say, hey, you know what, I did it in there, and we're offering the same curriculum. It's not a watered down curriculum. We all teach for the same California standards. So,
and I think we have some kids that make these monumental shifts. And that's, when I tell people outside of here that I work in Juvenile Hall, there's always that, oh, well, do you see a lot of success? And I think it just depends on how you define success. Does every kid walk out of here and go to a 4-year university? No. But we have some kids that make these huge monumental shifts in their lives and leave here going into maybe a junior college, going into a job, walking away from some bad things.
One of the great successes that I've enjoyed during my time here at Juvenile Hall is to have full high school graduations, in which we allowed both teachers, parents, grandparents, Juvenile Hall staff, probation staff to come in, and the kids actually gave speeches, and they went through as much of a traditional high school ceremony as we could accomplish here at Juvenile Hall in our visitation room.
So I'm always learning as a teacher as well, and that's why I show up to work every day. I don't think that'll change. I think that I'll end my career enthusiastically. I probably only have a couple more years, but I'm having as a successful and I don't know the word that you'd say, but a good time teaching and fulfilling, you might say, coming to work as I ever had. So I expect that to continue.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yellow shirts, blue pants, blue shoes, wearing gloves that have been used. Behind this door with a big old lie. I'm hungry, but I can't see the clock. I don't know if I want to eat. There's something wrong with mystery me. I'm a kid from Juvie Hall. Lock me up and hear me bawl. Now I'm in the DJJ, soon to be in Pelican Bay. There's a buck up on my phone, sometimes I feel so alone. I make calls to my PO, asked her if she let me go. She said you've been here 20 times, for violation and some crimes. If I see you at my door, you won't go to Camp Condor. Thoughts of freedom hit my mind, it's helping me pass the time. They won't hear us in no rap, I just gonna just take a nap. Now it's time to go to school, cause I don't wanna be a fool. If I'm acting like a clown, teacher says he'll lock me down. This crew is my favorite job, even though the cook's a slob. It's a shame he cooks real fine, but this mess takes so much time. Round and round we go, work that body head to toe. Keep that body working hard, build some muscle, hit some more. I got a letter from my girl, she's the finest in the world. I got a letter from my girl, she left me for my best friend Earl. I got a letter from my boy, he fills my heart with so much joy. I got a letter from my boy, he left me for my best friend Joy.
One of the things I don't like about Juvenile Hall is the phone calls. We don't get to call anybody we want to. We can't talk to our friends. We get one phone call a month to our parents, and that's only if we don't get visits. Sometimes you can use a blue phone, but not too many people have money on the phone, so you can call them. Kind of sucks because you don't get to talk to the people that you really care about. And I don't know, you're just sitting there thinking of what they're doing, and you want to talk to them, you want to get a hold of them, but you can't. And it costs $15 a phone call for 10, 15 minutes, I think.
I think we should just get a phone call when we want it, because sometimes they just won't let us call at all. And I don't know, I find it seems like unfair. And then when I do make a phone call, like, nobody answers because it's too much to pay for.
Also, I don't like about Juvenile Hall is the music. I want to get to listen to 2 stations, and it's like country stuff. I want to listen to on the outs.
Country or classic rock? Those are your options.
No hip hop.
Nothing with cussing. It has to be rated PG music.
Family visits only come around once a month, and you only get to spend time with your family for an hour, and you got to say goodbye.
It wasn't really what I imagined Juvenile Hall would be. I thought it would be Candyland, but it really wasn't.
The same thing every day.
Every day.
Every day.
You're just stuck.
I came in here, and I was terrified. I was terrified. I had never been so scared in my life. I thought
Everyone drives me crazy in here, and like some of the staff makes me upset, some of the teachers make me upset. But my point of view of this place is like, it's not fun. Don't come here. It's not cool. It's not cool.
it's not.
Just be a good kid out there and don't get in trouble, because it's not worth it. Like, your childhood is like really worth it. Your freedom.
Juvenile Hall sucks. Don't come here.
It's not fun. I don't like it.
Not worth your time.
One of the programs that we've recently undertaken here at Juvenile Hall that we're really excited about right now is a long-term commitment program called Camp Condor. What that is a commitment program for kids that will last between 8 and 14 months, that will see them go through a series of phases where they'll progressively learn skills that will help them achieve more when they get out of Juvenile Hall. Some of the things that they'll undertake in that program is not only the education which everyone undertakes here, but some opportunities for extended vocational programming, which we're really excited about, including a welding program here on site, some landscape maintenance programming that we've recently instituted with our Juvenile Hall and probation staff.
So this young man is wearing our uniform, which consists of a khaki pant, which we fit to what we feel is our style, our liking, rather than what they would probably want to wear on the streets. They include a belt that's going to keep it up above their normal waist level. They have a 3-button shirt, which again is going to be buttoned and conform to the bottom 2 buttons. We are also in the process of searching for more jobs that we can include everybody in and try to be able to present and teach these kids as many skills as possible to help them as they get out of here.
One of the greatest joys that myself or any of these staff that I work with have in this job is when you're out in the community and you least expect it, and somebody at the mall or at the grocery store walks up to you and says, "Hey, do you remember me? You know, I was once on your caseload, or I was in juvenile hall, and you know, now I have a job, now I have a family." You know, and they thank you for, you know, whatever it was that, you know, however small or insignificant that you may have done for them while they were in your care or in juvenile hall or on your caseload, but it made an impact. And so, you know, sometimes you don't know where those successes are going to come from, but when they do come, it's pretty exciting to see.
Jet, this is one of the other things I wanted to show you. You see all the vegetables and so forth growing out here?
Mm-hmm.
This is a juvenile hall project. Even though it's across the street from the juvenile hall and quite a ways away, the kids from juvenile hall take all their equipment, walk over here, and they've done all the work to plant everything. This is when I was telling you earlier about the things that are available in the juvenile hall. This is an example. And the kids do the work, and it's hard work, but it looks really good. And these vegetables now, the kids eat these. Some of these they sell. And what they sell, they make money, and they can use that money to pay off any fines or anything that the judge has made them do because of what they did to get them into juvenile hall in the first place. They can make restitution to the victims. So by their hard work, they're getting good food, and they're making some money. Now,
That's a kind of a good idea to teach them how to make money.
that's what we're thinking.
I think we have about 30 youth here that are on juvenile probation, and approximately 25 volunteers from our department and other community volunteers here today. We built 30 raised bed garden beds to plant vegetables and flowers in. We started just doing 20, but everybody worked so hard and fast that we ended up going to the store and getting more lumber to build another 10 beds, and we have almost all of them filled with dirt and ready to go, and next week we're going to be getting the irrigation put in and hopefully have some produce growing here pretty soon.
Well, today we had a project to begin a garden for our youth. The kids came out this morning very early and put together 25 or 30 planting beds for vegetables.
What we're trying to accomplish is to a pro-social activity, have the kids together, have them see how much work they can do as a team, and just have them have some positive influence by adults.
The long-term plan for this is, we named it the Fresh Start Youth Farm. The kids are going to actually fill out a job application and sit through an interview panel to get hired at the farm. We will hire everybody.
We will then teach them how to handle money, we will teach them life skills, and then we'll begin the process all over again with the same youth or a new group of youth. This is a long-term process to assist our youth to learn values and skills.
But we want them to learn that process of how you look for a job, and then we will be working with them. They'll be from the ground up planting, learning about planting and cultivating and taking care of all that stuff. We're going to have people come in and speak about nutrition, food handling, and ultimately we're going to be selling, having a booth and selling it at a farmer's market. So the kids will do a profit share program with the kids. Part of the money will come back into to make the garden a self-sustaining project so the county doesn't have to pay for anything. And the rest of it will go towards the kids to get paychecks.
Most of these kids have been in trouble. A lot of them are on the gang caseload. And I just see them when they're in this environment. It's just, you just see the best side of them come out in all these situations.
Well, all the youth involved here today were either on probation or had some kind of a connection to a probation department. We had juvenile hall youth come over very early in the morning and begin the process, and then the young people that are on supervised probation came out later in the day and did all the hard work of putting the boxes together and moving the dirt. So all the youth involved are associated with the probation department.
Then so when they leave, they'll have a portfolio put together to look for a job somewhere else. The kids worked super hard today, and even though they grumbled about getting here at 7:30 this morning, they worked really hard. They had fun. There's some of the kids kind of rose to the top of skills, and you could see already where where we would direct some of those kids. You know, we were kind of watching today to see who would be on the projects of building the greenhouses and, you know, building stuff, and who would be more like some of the girls that were here were helping to direct people around. You know, we'll need all those kind of skills and kind of just group them up in their best, you know, the best things that they can do.
I think they could just gain it's just them doing something with adults, which most of them they don't have the opportunity to do ever. So most of the adult influence that they're getting is from us, and they're working with other men, other women, and they just see them, I think, and they also see us in a totally different light.
The Boys and Girls Club has been in the Butte County Juvenile Hall for 7 years now, and we are mainly grant funded. And usually every year until this year we've been going year to year funding, and now we have a new grant that will allow us to be open for another 5 years. So that's really neat, and it's changing the way that we're going to do things in the Boys and Girls Club here. But on a day-to-day basis, we see about up to 20 kids.
So when the kids come down here, we do expect a lot out of them, but more importantly, we want them to respect themselves, us, and the facility. We want them to be a positive participant, have a lot of fun, but most importantly, be safe. When the kids come down here, they do respect the rules a lot. They abide by them. We rarely have any issues or problems with them. They're all really good kids.
I'm here to help the kids that really don't have a chance anywhere else. I was one of those kids who didn't have a good upbringing, didn't have a good childhood, so I always felt in my heart that I wanted to work with kids. I just didn't know in what capacity, and this job allows me to work with them more than even just a teacher or a counselor. I can get to know them, I get to stay in contact with them, and I get to help them change their life from bad to good, basically, and show them, just like me, that you can rise after doing anything, and you can rise from what your childhood is.
A lot of the staff have made me realize some of the mistakes I've made, some of the things I need to work on. And not a lot of staff have really taken the time to help kids. They usually just come in here and do their job and what they're supposed to do. But then you find those very few staff that are willing to go out of their time and help you, and that has really benefited me in the last few years I have been coming here.
I'm 17. I've been here for about 5 months, and I've learned a lot since I've been here. The first time I came in I was about 13 years old. I came in here for assault and battery, 2 accounts of assault and battery. Juvenile Hall has helped me because I've learned patience. I've learned a good work ethic while I've been here, cleaning up in the kitchen and stuff. I go to the garden all the time. It's made me enjoy work. Like, I actually enjoy it. It makes you pretty much look at the little things and enjoy those.
I'm going to be 18 when I get out of here, and I'm going to be in Butte College, and I'm going to try to get an apartment, and I'm going to go to the military afterwards, and I'm going to try to be successful so I don't go down the road of jail and prison. I want to be the first one to graduate.
If I were to never come here, my life would be so much worse because I wouldn't have learned some of the things I've learned. Like, learned how to have self-control. This place really teaches you self-control, because if you do one little thing, you're going to get disciplined for it. You cuss, little things too. It all matters. It reflects upon the end of your day. So, if I never came here, I wouldn't learn the self-discipline I have today.
I think the school in Juvenile Hall is pretty good. Gets kids back on track. I came in and I had a decent amount of credits, but I'm still behind, working on all the credits to get back. Gives you, because you're on a schedule here, so it gives you the time to actually do your stuff to get credits back.
I've been working hard so I can go to college. This is something everybody says, but for me, it's like something that I really want to do. I'm gonna get out, take my general education classes, and after that try and get to the nursing program. I got to work to get into that because it's really full in Butte, and then from there just keep on moving forward.
Jet, you see this rock?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I wanted to show you. And I want to show you the words. You see here where it says Juvenile Hall?
Yeah.
Then it has all the words underneath. Do you know what those words mean?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, it's in a different language. It's in Latin. And what these words underneath the Juvenile Hall mean is you will leave better than you were. You know what that's about?
No, not really.
Well, that means that we want everyone that comes into the Juvenile Hall to leave a better person than they were when they arrived. That's the whole point of Juvenile Hall.
Oh, thank you.
What I don't like about Juvenile Hall is probably all the time that we spend in our rooms. It kind of gets to you, you know, and knowing that tomorrow's going to be just like today, it's just boring, you know. Like, it's no place to be, waste of my time, probably a waste of a lot of other people's time too.
It's not good, you know. It's not a place to be. It's not like it's all fun and games, because it's not, you know, you miss people, your goals, you don't get to accomplish your goals, you know.
I have been coming here for the past 4 years. I'm about to be 18, and I mean, I've learned some things, you know, like I've learned a lot, but I mean, I'm scared, like I haven't learned enough.
It hurts a lot. It hurts. Like, I wish I could go back and do sports. Like, I really want to do softball, soccer, track team, like go to like Red Bluff, go against the Spartans or all that. I can't do that. Just, I don't know, just be good. Like, I don't know, this stuff makes me sad because I'm in here and I wish I could change my life. I learned a lot from sitting here for these couple months. Usually I would only get like 2 weeks or a week. No, this time they got me. And I learned from it. I have a plan when I get out, because if I don't have a plan when I get out, it's going to go downhill and I'll go to jail. Yeah, I'm going to the CCC. I've been wanting to do that since I was 14.
I believe that being a probation officer is definitely rewarding. I can say that a lot of times you do get defeated because a lot of what you see can be very disheartening. It can get to you after a while, but I can say that even one kid who makes it out of 100 that don't makes it worth it for me. We actually get, to this day, I still get an occasional phone call from some kids whose parents were absolutely convinced that their children were never going to make it. I ran into the mother of one of my girls that I had on probation at a medical facility, and she ran up to me and gave me a hug and told me how much she appreciated what I did for her and her family, especially now that her daughter is successful and married and has 2 children of her own.
Hello, my name is Joe Person Jr. I've been working at the Butte County Juvenile Hall for going on 19 years now. It's been a great experience for me. This job is, I can truly say, the best job I ever had in my life. I enjoy working with kids. It's not only beneficial for me, but it's beneficial for them as well. it's a two-way street. A lot of people may not realize that, but working with kids gives you a lot. You get a chance to impart something into a young person's life. You're able to see them make some changes in their life. We don't come in here thinking we can change everybody, but we can influence everybody. And that's what I try to do on a day-to-day basis. Here we have a great group of staff here that works with the kids. All of them bring their own set of talents and gifts into the job, and they use them. And we see a lot of good things happen here at Butte County Juvenile Hall. I think the kids, when they leave here better than when they got here. This place has a place in my heart forever.
Wake up from dreaming, you know you've done. Crying cause you were out the run. Go to court, don't know what to do. Your said she's gonna lock you up. Sitting in your cell like a fool, asking your friend what to do. Everyone's gone, now it's just you. Face yourself and find your potential. You know it's time to change. You're beyond intelligence. Just stay determined. Be the leader you were born to be. Stay out open and free. Just find your potential. You do what you need to do. Make your mama proud of you. Just face yourself and find your potential. You know it's time to change. You're beyond intelligence. Just stay determined. Be the leader you were born to be. Stay out open and free. Just find your potential.